Hello, thanks for dropping in. Today, yes, it's a 1541 disk drive, although it's funny, maybe it's a 154i, because the one at the beginning is different than the other one, or maybe they just thought it would look foolish like that, I don't know. Anyway, just as I have brought this in and had a look at it, I notice it does seem that we have a floppy drive closure mechanism. This means that I'm sure that something inside is disconnected, and I will not be able to really do much of a test. But what I can do is give it power, turn it on, see what happens. Now, it is always best to apply power when you actually have the power turned on. Certainly not much will happen when that is off. So let's see. Okay, well, it gives indications that are positive in that it comes on, it spins, and it doesn't just spin and spin and spin and spin and spin. But certainly something is not right with the door mechanism that just flops. So, as it happens, I have another drive here that I have not looked at. This one, I think it may be a longboard, I don't know. But you see, this one, there's only cooling things here, none here. Which I believe means older. Alright, so the power is off. We will apply power to this one. Okay, it does a similar thing, except there is hope that it will function. Because the drive door, I believe, is working. It's funny, I always liked the doors with, sometimes you just can't get things in. There we go. There we go. I never liked these. Never liked them. Thought they were chintzy. Like the turn ones. But of course, what ends up happening in the end, the new tech, or Neutronic, I think it is, drives, which have the flippy doors, they have more bad heads than these others. So, anyway, things happen. Things happen. So, we have our 1541 test demo disc. And we'll put it in. I believe we're connected and hooked up. I have not tried to do anything with this. Let's see what happens after I wipe out that extra comment. Device not present error. Okay, now, let me double check. Because it is very possible that in this rat's nest of cables, I have plugged in the wrong one, and I believe I have. When something like this pops up, do not panic. Check the cables. Okay, so now let's try that again. Oh, well, that is interesting. Okay, so right now it is refusing to read a directory. So sometimes they just need a little help. And I have done this in the past, and it has woken up drives. So what I've just put in is, and I haven't pressed it yet, it's open 15, 8, 15, quote, I, 0, quote, colon, close 15. This should force it to go and have a look, and eventually the heads will bang. It's still flashing. Funny, the bang doesn't sound too loud, but it does sound like it's spinning in there. I'm going to try. I know this disc is good. I'm just going to try another one. It flashes with some vigor. Well, there are a number of things that could be wrong at this moment. Maybe I didn't let this drive sit long enough, and maybe it's still cold. Maybe there's condensation involved. Maybe. Or maybe the head is dirty, or maybe it's out of alignment, or maybe it sounds like it's spinning, but the belt is gone and it's not really spinning. Interesting. Nope. Nope. Well, this is intriguing. I would feel silly if it's just a matter of the drive being not warm enough yet. It has been inside for a while, but I don't think that's the case. Oh, I think there's more to it. So, let's take out the screws. Now I had a thing that I found, which was an old Toronto, Canada coaster thing. Very good for putting screws in. And I thought I had it right here. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's got some bits in it. These screws do not require tremendous force. They do take, I don't know how many turns. I just keep turning until it feels like nothing is happening. Oh yeah, this is coming out nice. And then I carefully set the screws aside. I see there's some sticker on the bottom of this that has been ripped off, and I'm not sure. Maybe it's from a store. 431. Maybe it's different. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Could be anything. Alright, so off comes the top. Ah. Alright, so it is not a long board. It is not. It is, in fact, sort of a same as what we looked at before, or very similar to it in terms of length. So I'm going to reach behind it it some power and see, is it really spinning? And yes, it is really spinning. So now that it's open to the air and such, I'll try again. Oh, device not present. Of course, no device present. I didn't connect it. This time, I will just have the one cable. Now, it will make no difference. It's not going to be happy. It just isn't. But it does seem to be spinning. It does. One thing I'm going to do, just because I can, it will make no difference at all. I'm just resetting the drive and the 64. And I will try again, and it will make no difference. Good. So now, I will write a little program. In line 10, I will poke 53280, 0. In line 20, I will poke 53281, 0. In 30, I will print, quote, I almost forget which one this is. I don't know if that's right. Anyway, I'm intending to turn the cursor white. Let's see if any of that worked. Okay, not that one. Let's try that again. Okay, now we have a nice white cursor. And we will list our program and we will see that we have changed the screen color and cleared the screen. And that's all we've done. And what good is that? Not much. So now, we'll put in line 50. Open 15, 8, 15, quote, I, 0, close 15, 15. And perhaps in line 60, we will say that x equals x plus, plus 1. 70, I'm trying to space all this stuff out. 70. Print, quote, not clearing the screen, just putting it at the top, semicolon, x, and then in 80, right, oh, what happened there? 80, we're going to go to 50. So if all goes well, the screen will clear. This will try and beat the head, and it will say that it has done it 1 time, 2 times, etc., etc., etc. Now, why do I do this? Well, for one thing, I know that somewhere right around here, and it should be close at hand, I had some alcohol stuff that I could clean the heads with. But at this moment, lets me do the spin around. Just the toolbox. I don't see it. But I know it was here. So how many times? Oh, we've done it 22 times. Well, it's still working. It should be not far. I wouldn't take it far. Well, I didn't put it in the toolbox, and that seems to be catching me. Let me just, excuse me while I just get up. Have a look-see. I know it was here, but then of course I tidied up. Alright. I'm so glad that I tidied up. So incredibly glad. See, I have stuff here. And, well, I've got all kinds of stuff here. I would think I would not have put the alcohol in a spot that it might spill. Indeed, I don't think I would have, but yet I know it was here. So excuse me as I just take another look-see on the shelf here. 58 times it's banged the heads. Well, alright, here's what I propose. I found a reindeer. Isn't that lovely? I'm going to look one more time in this box. Here's the drive. What I was going to look at. It is not happy. I don't think that I would have moved it very far. But I know it was here. Don't you just hate that? So we're now up to 77 times that this is now running through there, and I'm just glancing over, thinking I must have just put it over there somewhere. But no. Alright, well, you know, I'm going to go searching, so I'm just going to leave this running. And stay tuned for episode 2 as we see. It could need a head cleaning. It could be something else wrong. It could be a bad chip. There's lots of reasons that a disk drive will not read. But I know the disk is good. Alright. I will be back. Stay tuned. Thanks very much for coming. Bye for now. We're coming back at you. We're now at 91 times. And I would think now that if the drive was just cold, it would have started to read. But it's not happening. So, onward. Thanks. Stay tuned. Bye.